Hot Takes.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today on XRAY FM. We're here today with Chris Dudley from Underoath.
It's me.
Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah,
today.
thanks for having me.
And I'm going to try not to hold this microphone up to your face, but that's my
no,
reaction.
it's all good. It's all good. Yeah,
You have your own microphone.
Yeah, well, it's hidden. You're not supposed to see it. I'll try not to touch it too much.
And how many interviews have you done today?
This is my third today, technically.
Third today. All right.
Yeah. The last one that I did, it's a dentist who has a podcast where he puts people on laughing gas and then does an interview and he cleans your teeth too. I got a free
amazing.
teeth cleaning out of the deal.
Way.
Yeah, felt real good about that.
As so many musicians don't have health insurance, let alone dental insurance. Yeah, I'm like, put that guy's number on speed dial.
It has been way too long since I've been to the dentist. But I felt really good. He asked me, he's like, "Did you go to the dentist right before you came here?" He's like, "Your teeth look great." I was like, "No."
No,
I'm a daily flosser.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh, that was a flex, you guys. That was definitely a flex.
Only once a day, though. I'm not. I love
that
it.
flame, yeah. Well, I was gonna say with 3 kids of your own, I'm like, how's that going?
Oh,
14 and 16.
I love sibling rivalry and paying for dentists are 2 of my favorite things. It's great.
Well, and so you have a 9-year-old son now.
He's
right?
about to be, yeah.
About to be 9.
Yep.
So how do the girls handle the boy? How does the boy handle the girls?
It's honestly kind of the best, because both of our daughters, they're 16 and 14. They're very nurturing, very motherly. So like from the time he was born, it was very like, oh, we want to take care of him. Like, can we watch him? And like, so that was a big help. And him and our.
Did they dress him up?
I have some pictures,
yes.
Which
keep those.
Yeah,
keep
when
those.
he becomes a teenager, I'm breaking those out. So
when you take out the ad for a senior yearbook or
yes.
something, do they still do that?
I have the favorites set. They're ready to go. But no, honestly, our kids they all get along really well. Like
awesome.
they don't actually like fight, which is kind of crazy and awesome. So
yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, it is,
I don't
but
know
it's
what that's
awesome.
like.
It's great. I love it.
And like, how does that change over time? Like, you've been in a band your whole career.
Yeah.
So, like, going on tour, finding time to record, finding time to even think about song structures or press or how does that change now that they're older?
It's interesting because it almost gets easier as they get older. 1, because they just understand it a lot more. But 2, like, particularly my daughters, like, they now think it's cool what I do. Whereas it used to be, oh, dad's playing with his friends and his band, And because for our kids, it's like the other guys in the band are basically just the other dads at the barbecues. Yeah. So it's like, oh, Dad and Mr. Tim and Mr. Grant, like they're going off on playing their music, but now they think it's cool.
Mr.
So
Tim.
yeah, it's awesome. Yeah,
it's fantastic. Do they come on tour?
No, not really. The schedule being on tour is not very cohesive to kids. Yeah. And also just logistically, because there's 12 bunks on a bus, and normally we have 12 people riding with us. So if any of them did come, they have to they have to sleep on a couch, which, every now and then, like, we'll have like one of our kids come out for a period of time for a couple days. Like on our last tour, Aaron's son came out for like 3 days. But it's not a regular thing. Unfortunately, like if we were like Metallica level, like I'd bring the whole family all the time. That's the dream.
Shooting for Metallica level. That's where we're going.
That would be, I mean, we'll never be that, but like we did a tour with Korn a couple years ago, and
they misspelled that, by the way.
Yeah, I know. We gotta talk to them about that. But they had all their whole families out on tour.
Awesome.
Like basically each family had a bus, and I was so jealous. I was like, oh, that would be so sick. But we're lowly, regular band, not once in a generation rock star band.
But just thinking about that climb, man, like your own climb of like sleeping on your own couches. Oh yeah. Because you're not even getting a tour bus or a hotel room.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, and yeah, it's definitely not lost on me that like, everything that we're doing is like such an anomaly. It's just the fact that we are still doing this 20 whatever,
don't count.
20-something years
we don't
later.
need to count.
Is that's crazy in and of itself. And the fact that it's our career is like, that's enough of a unicorn to where anything after that is just icing on the cake, honestly.
How do you keep that band relationship, band vibes at this age? Does that get easier as you get older? Does it get harder? Like,
we've gotten a lot more emotionally mature, I think, in regards to like our relationships with each other. But it's funny because I was just talking to Spencer about this a couple weeks ago, where it's like, when we're home, we're with our kids, we're in dad mode, we're in husband mode, we're doing all that. But then if we get into a studio or when we're about to walk on stage, it literally just feels like we're 20 again, and it's like that, all of that goes away, and it's just like us just doing our thing.
That's
awesome.
Awesome.
So I think it's a good balance of being a responsible human and a good dad and a good husband, but also at the same time knowing that, like, hey, when we all get together to do this thing, we can just like turn all that off and just have a good time, you know? So.
And it's literally your job to like bring it.
Yes, which is weird. Like, that's completely not lost on me, that it's so odd that like our job is literally to just play music on a stage, and
but like every night you have to recharge and bring that energy to make it special. For how many shows?
And that's a real thing. Like, on a number of levels. Like, one, the way that I always like to look at it is we play for an hour and 15 minutes, whatever that is. So the way I look at it is I need to put an 8-hour workday worth of energy into that 1 hour, because, or else, I could go do something else. But then also there is just an odd, up and down that happens on tour, because it's like you have this like insane high when you're on stage, and then literally 2 hours later you're laying in bed just like,
how do I go to sleep now?
Yes. So and I think we kind of feel like it's normal just because it's all we've ever known, but looking at it objectively, it's weird. And there's times when we'll get home from tour and like my body will just completely shut down. Like I'll get it's happened pretty reliably over the past 5 to 10 years, where I get home from tour and then I get sick, where it's like my body just kind of,
it's like, take a break.
Yes.
We need a break.
Yeah. And out of the last like 5 tours we've done, I would say 3 of them I was in bed for over a day after I got home.
Oh, wow.
But not intentional. And just like, I'm feeling good when I'm on tour, but Patton Oswalt has a bit where he talks about stage health. I don't know if you've heard of that. And basically it's this idea that like, your body your adrenaline will get you through anything on stage, because your body knows like, hey, you can't do whatever, throw up, you can't do whatever on stage, so you'll be fine. And I feel like there's a version of that for tour as well, where it's like, I can't get sick now, I can't feel bad now.
It's not an option.
Yeah, it's just a placebo thing. So, when I get home, my body knows like, oh, okay, now we can rest for a second, and then it's just fever and cough and like the whole thing. So
do you think there's like a mental strength then? Like, do you think you could like carry that and be like, no, I'm not going to get sick, the holidays are coming and I got to go see the in-laws? Or like, do you think that mental strength?
I don't. So what's funny is it's happened also with my wife, where I'll get home and she gets sick, because I think there is something to be said about, placebo effect and you just willing your body to do something, where it's like, hey, I don't have an option to whatever the thing is. But it's not an intentional thing. Like, in general, I tend to consciously not pay attention to how my body feels, because I feel like if I just don't pay attention, then it's fine. Whether it's a cold or whatever, it's probably not healthy, but, yeah, but it's not something
like there's a term for that, and I'll think of it in a second.
Yeah, I'm sure
I don't
it's
know
not
what
a good one. Yeah. So, but it's not something I would intentionally do, where I'm like, oh, I can't get sick because of this. It's just, it's one of those knowing things. It's like, if I get sick and I can't play a show, then that's my job, and there's like there's all these people that paid money.
There's
and
only tens of thousands of people that bought tickets to see me. It's not a big
don't
deal.
let anybody down ever. It's fine. Yeah.
That will, just whatever
Yeah.
DDoS attack your website or something. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Is that's a real term?
That's a thing, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
IT, way to go.
Yeah. I do product development.
Yeah.
The mini hats.
I love it.
So you've done a bunch of tours over the past 20-something years. What are you excited about for this tour? Or were you already excited? Because I know you've been touring like all of 2025, basically. It feels like, to me, on the outside.
Yeah, you know, it's been busy for sure. Honestly, one of the things I'm most excited about is we did the first leg of this Rise Against Papa Roach tour a little earlier in the year. It was about 4.5 weeks, and everybody on the tour was saying the same thing. They're just like, we are so glad that we get to do this again in like 5 months, because like,
take a break in the middle kind of thing.
Well, it's not even so much the break, it's the fact that like, oh, this tour is not over. We were very happy about that, because the vibe is so good. Like all the dudes in all the bands are so sick.
It makes a huge difference.
It really does. Yeah. And everybody is super happy. Like there's no, crew, the crew guys, the band guys, everybody is like top notch.
Yeah.
So, I'm honestly just really looking forward to getting back out with all those guys. And, for us, this tour is like kind of easy because we only have a 30-minute set and we play somewhat.
You're the opener for
once. Which we found out. We realized it wasn't until we started the Papa Roach tour that we have never opened a tour ever.
Yeah.
Which we didn't know until we started that on the first day. We were like, man, when's the last time we opened? And then Spencer was like, I can't remember.
We don't do that.
No,
we don't open.
Like literally not intent, because we had thought like, oh, we've toured with a million bands, like back, sleeping on couches, being in vans, like we've opened for somebody, but we realized we were always kind of like the second band or the third band, and we didn't know. We literally called our manager. We're like, hey, can you look at our tour history and tell us when the last time was we opened? And he's like, yeah, let me get back to you. And he was like, I can't find anything where you guys were the first band. Wow. So this is the first time we've ever done that, which is honestly so sick, because we are done with our show. Dinner is eaten. We're in the shower and then chilling by 8 o'clock every night. And then we get to just go watch Rise Against and Papa Roach and hang out on the bus
right
and watch Netflix, watch cult documentaries.
Yes, more cult documentaries. If you've got suggestions, drop them in the chat.
Please. I need new cults.
We'll watch them between the two of us. That's awesome. Well, that's very cool. And I'm glad you guys are having like good vibes on the
Me too.
on the tour. Like it makes such a huge difference.
It does.
And you guys are going to Europe?
Yes. Yeah.
And is that with Papa Roach?
No,
as
that
well?
is, we're going to Europe with a band called Landmarks.
Okay.
So yeah, we're doing that.
Where'd you pick them up from?
Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it easy.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. They're
You're
really
like,
good.
We need to borrow your back line. We're not bringing the drums.
Yes. You'd be like, hey, let us use all your stuff, please. Yeah. Baggage fees are the worst. But no, we're doing that. We're going to South America.
Oh, cool.
We're doing might be doing Australia again coming up soon, but right now we're in the middle of planning 2026. So yeah.
Are you trying to do Australia, New Zealand when it's their summer instead of their winter?
We tend to do that, yeah. And
nice.
It's never really intentional on our part. It's just that's always when it seems to work out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool.
How lucky.
Right? Yeah, just being able to go to New Zealand at all. We've only been to New Zealand like twice, I think.
Yeah.
But it's just magic. I love it.
I think people are sleeping on the music scene out of New Zealand. Like
yes.
Like legitimately. Like there's some secret festivals South by's trying to do in Australia, or they did in Australia, South by Southwest, like which I know is a different country. I fully understand.
There was an amazing festival that we did a few years in Australia called Soundwave.
Oh yeah, that's
and
the big one.
Unfortunately it's been defunct for years, and really nothing took its place that I know of, which sucks, because we always look forward to that. That was always a highlight. But
would you ever like schedule the tours then around that, like fly in for a festival?
Yes, that's a lot of times that's what happens, because just inside baseball stuff, but it's like a lot of times the festival dates pay a lot more. They always pay a lot more than your tour date. So what you'll do is you'll get an offer for a big festival, and you're like, all right, we're already flying there to do this festival. Now let's book a tour around it to have it make sense. So Yeah, we did that. We've done that a few times.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was gonna say we benefit from that same thing in the United States
Mm-hmm.
when a band from Australia comes over because they're playing a festival, and
Yep.
then you're like, okay, where are they gonna go? You
Yep.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who have you been looking forward to seeing lately or listening to lately? Which is very random and not even
No.
something we've talked about before.
I was hoping to be able to catch Nine Inch Nails on this tour that they're on right now, but
Yeah.
when they are playing in Florida, we are on tour, unfortunately. Listening to this band called Soul Blind recently.
know them.
Got turned on to them because I went and saw some friends of ours who were playing in Florida. They were opening up that tour, and I just fell in love with them. They're like very like freak show Silverchair
Yeah.
vibes,
Yeah.
which I love.
Yeah. People are still sleeping on Frog Stomp. I'm gonna throw that in. My husband knows. My husband knows that. Oh, you want to?
hot-
go?
hot
okay,
take.
let's
Hot-
do this.
all right, hot take.
Let's go.
Silverchair is one of my favorite bands.
Even as they've gone Maroon 5-y on us.
The further along they went, the better they got.
All right. Okay.
That's my hot take. Is
Okay.
their big record in the U.S.
We're
is Frog
fighting.
Stomp, and it's very like grungy.
Yeah.
But
It
one,
was written by 16-year-olds.
which is so sick.
It's sick.
But then Freak Show came out,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oh shoot, what are they doing here?
Yeah.
And then Neon Ballroom came out and
Yeah.
just
Crushed.
blew my mind open. And what's a bummer is like every album that they did after Frog Stomp, I think progressively just got less and less popular, but the music got more and more good. So
Yeah. They're deep, man.
I love that band
Yeah.
so much. I hope they end up, there's rumors that they're going to do something, but I know Daniel has been saying forever that he will not, but I hope he changes his mind because I love them.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll just do a call.
Maybe we can just manifest it
I know.
on
Put it out
X-Ray.
in the universe.
Yeah.
I was like, so I did want to talk about more of your like composition stuff, but you brought up Nine Inch Nails. Have you and Trent ever compared synth notes?
I wish. I only met him once. It was in passing because we actually did that Soundwave tour in Australia, and they were headlining one of the years we did it. And
That was sick.
it was Nine Inch Nails, Alice in Chains,
Oh my god.
Dillinger Escape Plan.
That's it. I'm out.
yeah,
I'm
it
out.
was-
I'm leaving this interview. I just dropped the mic.
It was one of my favorite things we've ever done, and I was so nervous to meet the Nine Inch Nails guys, and we were just passing each other in a hallway, and I was just like, hey, just shook his hand. I was like, hey, want to say hey? And he was like, hey, how you doing? It was 19 seconds of small talk.
Yeah.
But he is.
He's like, you forgot to load the amps.
Yeah, right. And I would have been like, yes, sir. I'll do it. No problem. But no, they Nine Inch Nails and him are I feel like there's like a handful of artists that I can point to and just say we align completely in our tastes, and like he is one of those.
Yeah.
Where like everything he does, I'm just like, yep. So, yeah, he's awesome, and
he blows my mind as an artist, like, because going back and listening to some of those older albums again and just being like, man, for one, I can't believe MTV let this on the air.
Yeah.
First and foremost. Or that it went on the radio, or I want to F you like a, you know, and it's just like,
yeah.
but like, where is it coming from? That's what I want to know. I'm trying so hard not to cuss for Chase. But
Yeah, no, I think that
Sorry, Mom.
so much of that comes down to like, I mean, you hear different creatives talk about it all the time, but the idea of just writing something for yourself and writing something that you love, and if somebody else happens to like it, then cool. Like, I feel like that's where all the great music comes from. It's not like, oh, we're trying to write a hit or we're trying to write this. It's just like, I'm going to write this badass thing, and somebody else might connect with it. And, I think he's kind of always just marched to the beat of his own drum. And, the fact that Nine Inch Nails is as successful as they are gives that freedom to do that. It's just like, I can do whatever I want. They have those Ghost albums where it's just ambience and no singing. He's like, this is Nine Inch Nails. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So that's a cool spot to see.
I mean, I feel like that's like Aphex Twin, you know, who can
Yep.
like put out these beautiful, luscious ambient albums and then F your face with noise. I'm being good.
Mom's happy. Mom's
I know,
happy.
thanks, Mom. Because I know my mom will listen to this. 100% she will listen to this.
Hi, Mom. Sorry, she's trying to curse.
It's not my fault. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's absolutely my fault. But yeah, dude, okay, so as you were saying some of those bands, I was just thinking, man, the vocal chops, like Alice in Chains, Unplugged. Okay, sorry, I'm going to stop nerding out.
No.
We can talk about music all day long.
I maintain that that is maybe one of the best vocal duos of all time in Alice in Chains. You know, we got to tour with them a couple times, and like it's always magic. Like I just love that band so much. You know, Jerry and Lane together, it's just nobody has done what they did. Nobody had done that, and nobody has done it since in that way. There's just there's something there that is that's so smart and different, and I love that band. Yeah.
I will say that's one thing for, you know, despite how people feel about streaming music, yes, no, pro, cons, all of those things, like as a real music fan, there were so many things as a kid growing up that I could not afford to purchase.
Yes.
And to be able to go back and like listen to those things now is, I mean...
Yeah, there's also stuff that I
Come
loved
on.
when I was a kid that is not on streaming services. And
That's
it's like,
why owning it matters.
Yeah, so sad. Like, there's this band that I loved when I was like 14, and they were never on streaming services. I couldn't find their stuff anywhere. And then a friend of ours that worked at a distribution company found a CD of it and sent it to me, and I was just like, I was so stoked.
If you're like, it does exist. I didn't dream it. It was real.
Yeah, it was this band called Mother's Day Out, Muthas.
Of course.
And it was very cool.
But at least it's Googleable.
It is Googleable.
You know?
Yes, they're there. Just trying to actually find the music was hard.
Yeah,
but
first aid kit in churches. I still got a bone to pick with you both.
Say what's up?
First aid kit, band name.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, well, try Googling.
Okay.
That, you know, where it's just
that's
like...
awful. Yeah. No, that's not. Oh, that's not a very good band name. I'm like Underoath. Like, that's not a good one either. Yeah.
Well, try doing it with the slash.
Yeah.
That you guys have.
Yeah, the typo negative slash. It's fine.
Yeah. Chino Moreno. Actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but he lives in Oregon, and he's like from Deftones. And it's like when his church's band came out with Crosses. Band came out with the 3 upside down crosses. I was like, how the F am I supposed to enter this metadata? And like,
that newest Crosses record is awesome.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that one yet. The new one.
Yeah. I mean, it's newish. I think it's like 8 months, something like that. It's the one with like the blue. Yeah, the blue girl on the cover.
Okay.
It's very very good.
Listened to it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Speaking of awesome electronics,
I know.
Crosses is great.
Well, that's another like band that has very much evolved over time, and the fans continue to grow with them. You know, like, I mean, do you feel that way about Underoath, or do you feel like there's a new generation finding you?
Yes and yes.
Yeah, all of the above.
We have always been very like, we write what we want to write, and there are people who connect with some records more than others, but the fact that we are still able to go on tour and play shows this far into our career, and like we have people coming up to us and be, oh, I love that record, or I love this B-side, or I love this, like whatever, and having that span so far is it's magic. Yeah, very very cool.
I mean, I think it's amazing, the longevity. I'm just like, round of applause.
It's weird.
Round of applause, man. I'm like, so many musicians wish they could make a lifetime career out of making music.
Or just making a record, honestly. Like, is that,
true.
Like for us, that was always like recognizing that like any goal that we had for this band.
Excuse me, UPS, if you could keep it down, sir. I know you have a job to do, but...
Come on. Yeah. No, but just recognizing that, like, any goal that we had for this band, we achieved 20 years ago. So anything that is from now on is just icing on the cake. Like if it all ended tomorrow, it'd be like, man, that was awesome. You know, so
we did it.
Yeah,
It was great.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it 20 years ago. Now we just get to keep doing it. So, yeah.
Are your kids musically inclined? Like, do they have any interest in the biz or anything?
They like listening to music, which is cool.
Yeah.
They've got their own tastes and.
What are they trying to turn you on to?
My middle daughter, she's a lot more adventurous musically than my other two, but she turned me on. Like she loves like Cave Town and like she loves like Sufjan Stevens and stuff. So they haven't. None of them have really turned me on to anything. Like what's funny though is they, every now and I would say probably once a month, one of them will come to me, Dad, you know this band is like friends of ours or like bands that we've toured with. I'm like, we're friends with them. We've toured with them. And like, oh, you know them. So like the coolest thing to them about me doing this is just that I am friends with bands that they are now starting to discover, which is that's
pretty cool.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's really cool.
I'm like my parents don't know cool people.
Yeah, we're cool because we know other people basically. It's like and
you're cool by association, Dad.
Yeah, not that you do your own thing.
Yeah, not that you're selling out arenas, but this guy, you know, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. Well, talk to me a little bit about what you do off tour. I do know that you are a film composer, synth collector, which is one of the reasons why we're together today.
Recovering synth collector. Yeah. Try not to spend all my money on it. Yeah, no, you know, when, you know, we do tour a lot, but, you know, when we're home, you know, obviously I'm dadding and husbanding most of the time, but
there's a full-time job right there in and of itself.
Yeah, but you know, creatively, you know, I've been working on you know, doing film composition for a few years now. I started really in like 2019, 2020. Done a hand. I just always wanted to, you know, and you know, I'm such a film nerd. I just love going to the movies. Film has always kind of been my number one love when it comes to media. You know, like so many of my favorite bands I found through movies, and you know, growing up at a small town, you know, I was always at the video store renting videos and stuff. So I'd talked about wanting to do it for forever, and one day I just decided, I was like, hey, maybe I could do this. And I did this thing where I went on my Instagram and my Twitter, and I said that I was opening up my studio for writing projects. So if anybody had anything they wanted me to write on, to get in contact. And really all I was doing was hoping that a producer or director would be like, oh, maybe.
Come on, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, that was literally it. And there was this a friend of mine. He lived in LA at the time, and he was like, hey, I'm working on this short and I've got no money. Do you want to score it? And I was like, yep.
That's awesome.
And did a few of those, and then it was just kind of a snowball from there. So it's a weird one, but one of my favorite movies is Bug. Have you ever seen Bug with Ashley Judd and Michael Shannon?
No, that sounds great, though.
It was a stage play written by Terry Letts, and William Friedkin directed it, the guy that directed The Exorcist, and it basically all takes place in a hotel room.
Wow.
And it's phenomenal, but it's literally just two people in a hotel room talking for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it's so
Do you like Wes Anderson films?
You know,
We're sorry, we don't have to get into that.
No, I love it. He is one of the only directors where I just blanket do not like what they do.
Yeah.
Like I stopped going and seeing his movies, and he's extremely talented. Like when I see trailers for his movies, I'm like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Like his framing, his composition, it's just everything's not for everyone, and his movies are not for me.
Yeah.
But it's one of those where there's tons of musicians like that as well.
Like Billy Joel?
No.
Chase? Chase was asking me if I watched the Billy Joel documentary, and I was like, I'll leave that hot take for later.
I heard it was good. No, it's like, what's his name? Jacob Collier. You know Jacob Collier? Jacob
Collier.
He's this musician. He's kind of like a jazz, blues, something. He is literally the most talented musician I have ever seen. The things that he does, I can't even comprehend. The way he thinks about music, the way he writes music, the stuff he's able to do, I can't even believe that a human can do it.
Yeah.
But when I listen to his albums, I'm just like, it's not for me, you know? And but I think that rules. Like the idea that like so many people love him and so many people love Wes Anderson, and like I'm definitely not one of those people that views art as like objective, where it's like there is good and there is bad. I'm just like,
it can be good and I don't have to like it.
Exactly. Yeah. Or it can not be good and I love it, you know? So yeah. Yeah. There's lots of that.
It can also be terrible
There's
and I
lots of
just
that.
love it.
Yeah.
Also, I love you, Waffle House.
Yeah. That's not a hot take. Waffle House rules.
Well, we've talked about your tour, but we haven't talked about your new album, because we are going to play the track Shame.
Awesome.
As part of this, and so I wanted to talk a little bit about like the writing process, how that's evolved for you, and tell me a little bit about Shame.
Yeah, so the process of doing the album, it was really such a departure from anything that we have done, in the sense of we literally just initially we wanted to just go somewhere else to write. Like we didn't want to write in Florida. We were like, let's go somewhere where we can't drive home, or we just want to all be present where we are. So we found this this Airbnb in Georgia, and we rented it for a week to go and write.
I believe it's pronounced Georgia.
Georgia. Blue Ridge Mountain? Blue Ridge?
I believe it's pronounced Georgia.
Yeah, you're from the area. You know what's up. So yeah, we rented an Airbnb for a week, and we took all the furniture that was in the living room, we put it out on the deck, covered it with a tarp, and just turned the whole main living area into a big studio. Nice. And we had
sound dampening.
No, because we're just writing, so we were able to do everything in the box, like on headphones, keep it low. We had like a really nice e-drum kit, so it wasn't actually loud, which was good for the neighbor's sake. And we wrote there for like a week, and it was such a good vibe that when we came time to do the record, we were like, well, where do we want to record? And then somebody was just like, why don't we just go get that Airbnb again and actually just do the record there?
That's cool.
So we literally got the Airbnb again, and we were up there for, it was right about a month-ish. And it's funny because, we did all the writing in the box, e-drums and everything, but, we knew we wanted, obviously, real drums on the record. So while we were there, we just started befriending the neighbors. And then we recorded the entire record. Aaron, our drummer, recorded all the drums on an E-kit. And then the last day and a half, we set up drums and actually recorded real drums. And we just went around to the neighbors, and we were like, hey, when is a good time that we can we be really loud for a short period of time? And they're like, well, as long as the sun's up, you can be as loud as you want. We're like, okay, cool. So day and a half was just drums.
Wow.
And
no pressure for the drummer, right? I'm just like, day and a half.
He is a machine.
Yeah.
Like, he is one of the, I'm biased, obviously, but I think he's just one of the best drummers. Like, it's the writing that takes the time, and, he was able to write everything on an E-kit, which was great. And he just knocked the entire record out in a day and a half.
Yeah.
So
how many pecan pies did your wife have to bake for the neighbors?
Well, we were very far from home, so we had our
Florida and Georgia are not that.
It was hours.
It is not that.
If you're anything like my wife, and I'm like, hey, we're driving 8 hours to go record. You want to come up for a night? My wife's like, I'm not driving 8 hours to see you and your friends. So yeah, she stayed home, but we got to. We gave a lot of polite smiles and handshakes and thank yous, so it worked out.
And Chris says pecan, and I say pecan, so we can fight about that later,
is there a proper? I used to say
define proper.
I used to say pecan, so that's how small town I am. I used to say pecan. So
well, I say pecan.
You said pecan just now. Didn't you?
I know I said Chris says pecan.
I said pecan, and then you said pecan.
Yeah, and
I used to say pecan. My wife used to give me so much hell for saying pecan.
Run it back.
She's like, yeah, I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Once we get done with this, ChatGPT.
I need to know the history of the pronunciation of pecan.
Tell me about pecans.
All right, here comes the hurt for coming out of Erica. All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to give you a banger of a question then. Is Florida part of the South?
It's the most of the South.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry.
geographically speaking.
Yeah.
Culturally.
Culturally, it's just a different. You have the worst of the South.
Yeah.
And the best of the South, but I would really say like South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee. North Carolina.
How dare you?
It's North Carolina.
It's the heart.
North Carolina is south-ish, but South Carolina is more south than North Carolina.
The Mason-Dixon line goes up to Maryland.
Well, Virginia's not the South.
Okay, well, I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah, it's facts. Sorry. Yeah.
Some Maryland people might be upset, but that's all right.
Yeah, we get all the accents in Florida, for sure.
Yeah.
And a lot of the hate down there for sure, too, and all the hurricanes.
I was going to say we can talk about so many of these things
Yes.
off this camera and off this microphone. But it has been an absolute pleasure.
Same.
One thing we do like to ask is there something we should have asked you that we did not?
Best cult documentary?
What is the best cult documentary?
You go first.
Well, I'm going to say Wild Wild Country
Okay.
because I'm going to be biased and
Okay.
say Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
represent.
okay. I was saying earlier, I still haven't seen that, unfortunately, which I need to. Man.
There's some bangers out there.
Yeah, it's very vanilla to say, I think, but the Alex, what's his name documentary, the Going Clear Scientology documentary, I think is just fascinating because it's still going on and it's still like, it's not like, oh, there was this cult and then
it still exists.
Yeah, which
Well, I'm going to say thank you, Chris, so much for joining us. Thank you to everyone listening, and I'm going to let him say thank you.
Thank you.
He's so polite, this guy. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in to X-Ray FM, and we'll talk to you guys soon.